Next, on Watch the Damn Tape, doubleheader action in NCAA women's basketball. USC and Connecticut went at it. Texas and LSU went at it. We're going to get into it next. First game, Connecticut, South Carolina. Connecticut beat the brakes off South Carolina. It wasn't even close. It was on and popping from the beginning, from the opening tip to the end. Uconn got the win 87-58. Sarah Strong, 6 of 10, 16 points. AZ Fudd balled out. She started out slow, was 11 of 22, got 28 points. Paige Beckers didn't shoot real well. She was 3 of 12, 12 points. Caitlin Chin with 10, and Jana El-Afi, she got some nice points. She got 8 points. Played their big played real well. Bench Ashlyn Shade with 9. South Carolina, Chloe Kitts, 3 of 8, got 6 points. Fegan, 4 points. Bree Hall with 7. Raven Johnson shot a bagel, 0. 0 for 3. Missed 2 3-pointers. Tiana Pow Pow, 10 points, shot 3 of 11. Joyce Edwards was the shining spot on this team. Joyce Edwards came off the bench, 29 points, had 29 minutes, 17 points, sorry. Malaysia Fulawali, 4 of 8, 11 points. And Tessa Johnson, 19 points, 0 of 4, had a bagel. It's a lot of bagels getting served. Uconn shot 46% from the field, 43 from three-point line. Shooting for South Carolina was the thing. They couldn't buy a bucket early at all. They couldn't buy a bucket to save their lives. Shot 37% from the field, shot 17% from behind the arc. 3 of 17. That ain't going to cut it. First quarter, scored 14 points. Second, scored 9. That's where the game opened up. That's where the ass whooping really started. Connecticut scored 21 in the first quarter, 24 in the second quarter, and all you score is 9. You made it a little respectable in the third. You scored 21, but you gave up 25. Defense was lacking. They were executing. Period. Dawn Staley got out-coached this game. Gino Ariema ran circles around Dawn Staley, coached circles around her butt. At the end of the third quarter, they interviewed Dawn Staley. Dawn Staley had already packed it in. She was like, screw it. We're going to start getting ready for Southeast Conference play and all this and all that. She got out-coached. She was over there on the sideline looking like she looked like $1 million when she on the sideline. But she coached like a penny. That's basically what it was. She had no answers. She couldn't put anybody in the game to get any stops. And Connecticut's 2 best players were shooting at that time. Were shooting like garbage. But shout out to Gino Ariema. And one thing about my channel, I always give coaches praise and I always give them grief at the same time. A lot of people made a lot of videos about Gino Ariema getting on Paige Becker's ass. But one thing about getting on your star's ass, it lets the other players know that the star is human and that if the coach can go after the biggest player on the team, he can go after everybody. So it gives everybody a notice. Everybody after that Tennessee loss got the notice. You can see it today in their play. They were aggressive. They played with a purpose today. And that purpose was to whoop South Carolina. And you could see it in their actions, the way they took the approach to the game. Even though Paige Beckers wasn't on point, everybody else was picking up the slack. And that's what UConn's going to need going into the tournament. This right now, it's all about getting ready for your conference tournaments and getting ready for the NCAA tournament. Seeding matters now. How you play going forward down the stretch is going to matter. And Gino Ariema's message was received by the entire team. Yes, Paige is struggling. Everybody pick up your games. You just can't. None of these women are Michael Jordan. None of them could just flip a switch and go hit 50 every game. This women's basketball has always been a team game. That's one of the biggest things I love to watch about women's basketball. It's team, it's passing, it's the basics. The basics of basketball should be on display in women's college basketball. They were on display in this Uconn, South Carolina game. Team basketball. Even though they shot 46%, it was still team basketball. They executed way better than South Carolina. South Carolina got a lot of tape to look at and get ready for their next game. The next game, LSU, Texas. LSU goes down 65-58. Both teams shot like crap. Both teams. Both teams. Both teams shot like crap. Both teams, first time I've ever seen two teams both shoot 33%. Both teams shot 33.3%. LSU shot 25% from the three. Texas shot 28. Not much better. Not much better. Madison Booker had 16, shot 3 of 17, shot bad. Taylor Jones with 12, 5 of 11. Rory Harmon, 4 of 10. They were daring Rory Harmon to shoot the ball. Rory Harmon should have probably came out with about 16. Had some good looks. A lot of times Rory Harmon just gave up passes for confidence problems because she was there. It was the shot to take, and she wouldn't take it. The Texas bench, Jordan Lee had 7. Breonna Preston had 7. Kyla Oldacre had 4. Big. She massive. Take up a lot of space in the paint. Breonna Preston had 7. Texas's bench outperformed LSU. It's just simple and plain. Michaela Williams was 7 of 19 for 18 points. Michaela Williams was the most consistent player for LSU tonight. Flau'jae Johnson, I'm surprised she played because when Flau'jae came into the game, to the arena, she had on a walking boot. She was 6 of 17 for 16 points. She averages 19. Anissa Morrow was 6 of 15 for 15 points. Anissa Morrow missed a lot of easy shots. A lot. She grabbed 20 rebounds. She a double-double machine. Double-double. Always has been. But to me, just my opinion, Anissa Morrow is a better version of Angel Reese. And that ain't saying much. That's just it. Would love to see a mid-range shot and be more consistent near the basket. When you in money territory, you got to be hitting, and you just ain't doing it. And you definitely didn't do it today. Today you didn't do it. Texas, it was bad from the start. Texas and LSU were tied 10-10. 10-10. Second quarter, LSU got 18, Texas got 9. The third quarter was where it really changed the tide. LSU had 21, Texas had 25. Texas was making that comeback. Fourth quarter, it was a little bit of defense and a lot of sloppy play by LSU. They only scored 9. Texas scored 21 and just basically held them off. Basically held off LSU. This was a great game between two SEC schools. Number 3 going against number 5. Love to see how the rankings going to be when the new rankings come out. Who's going to be number 1 and where do these teams fall or rise to? Going to be real interesting. But Texas made a statement and probably going to end up getting one of them top seeds in the tournament. No lower than a 2 for Texas. Going to be hard to deal with when the Southeast Conference tournament goes and then into the NCAA tournament. Looking forward to that. But Texas goes as Madison Booker goes, to be honest. Madison Booker, star. These 4 teams, out of these 4 teams, there was so many from the McDonald's game. It didn't make no sense. That were McDonald's high school All-American. You seeing the best of the best. That's why I say a lot of WNBA jobs are going to be getting filled by some of these women when they're eligible. Trust and believe. But let me know what you thought about the game. Hit that like, that share, that subscribe button. New subscribers, appreciate you for hopping on. Old subscribers, thank you for continuing to push me to make content. And until next time, folks, peace.